and welcome to Mode of Cosmic Therapy. I am doing so good I can hardly even sit in this chair. I feel so great today, and I hope that you do as well. Wow, what a glorious day to be alive and to be participating in it. Hello, Mitzi. Beautiful, beautiful Mitzi. Glad to see you behind the camera and doing your magical camera thing. And Sandy, you in the control room. Glad to have you aboard today, as always. Sending my love and support to you. And Sandy's not feeling so well this week. She hurt her back. And so we'll all be sending her a lot of additional energy for some healing to go on. And everybody here at RTN Television Network, I send out my love to. Wow, 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 wow. What a day. What an embracing day. I'm taking in the energy. I was sitting here a few moments just before the show came on, and just looking around and just feeling and incorporating and just embracing all that is taking place. And you know, we only pay attention to those things that we see every day and the things that we do every day because we are habitual creatures as human beings. We're gluttonous habitual creatures because we like to do the same things and feel secure in doing those things. But there's a whole lot more going on than meets the eye. There's a whole lot more unseen than seen, and yet we never ever take time to pay attention to it and to just let it envelop us, let it saturate us. You see, we are so distracted by the things that happen on the outside of us at all times that we genuinely believe we're living our lives. How about that? I was going to say our eyes. And our eyes do direct what we do. But we're living our lives from the things that are going on the outside of us instead of what's going on inside of us. How many times during the day do you just get quiet? Do you just stop? Just stop and listen to how and what is going on inside of you. How you're feeling. What is there something that's bothering you? Is there a scent? Is there a sound? Is there an energy in the air that does not sit right with you? Or are you so determined to bumble through your life during the day that you overlook those inconsequential things that make all the difference in the world? At the end of the day, and when you get ready to go to bed at night, all of those things that you have denied and that you have discounted or that you've neglected to listen to, they are going to interfere with your night's sleep. They're going to cause you to be restless and irritable the next day because you're going to carry those same energies on the moment that you awake during the night or the next morning when you place your feet upon your bedroom floor. We're really very satisfied creatures. We really are. There's nothing that we want. There's nothing that we need. There's nothing that upsets us. There's nothing on the outside of us that causes us any anger or unsettlement or bitterness or resentment or remorse or regret. Nothing. Nothing. All is well. All is well with you and me, but we don't pay attention to that. We don't acknowledge that, and we don't give gratitude for that state of being. The only time that you pay attention to your body is when you get sick, or you're hurting, or you're hungry, or you're tired and you need to sleep. Other than that, you just go about your merry old way, just bumbling through. I love that word, bumbling. I might use that, Mitzi, bumbling. This is mode of cosmic therapy, in case you didn't know, for any of those of you who have never seen me before. And I am Paula Andrea Pyle, and I'm the founder and director of Mode of Cosmic Therapy, Esoteric School of Arts and Sciences. And yes, I'm a researcher. I research life and people and events and circumstances, and I try to link things together to see how it all makes perfect, incorrigible sense. So what am I going to do today? I never know. And that's the whole premise of this show, each and every time that it comes on the air. I have not a clue as to what it is that I will do during these moments that I am here. And that's what makes it so exciting, because there is a theme that's running. It's running all the time. There's a theme that's running in your life. It's running all the time. It's not going to get with you. You are going to get with it. And if you are quiet enough times during the day, you will not be thrown off your rocker. You will not be blasting off at somebody. You will not be blaming what's going wrong on somebody else, because the source of the unrest is generated from you. Now how can that be, Paula, when you just said everything is perfectly calm on the inside? How are you saying two things out the same side of your mouth? The Bible says the bitter and the sweet continuously run from this orifice, because we cannot be satisfied with the contentment that we have. We cannot be at rest and at peace, knowing fully well there's nothing we want. We are 100% satisfied. We are. Now there's a lot of things that we can entertain while we're here on earth. We can do whatever we choose, from going to school to managing a career, raising a family, seeking fame and fortune, money, status, whatever you want to do. But all of those things don't have anything to do with you. You can do them and do them with full measure, but just don't identify with them. Don't attach yourself to them. And for goodness sakes, don't seek a result. You don't know the result. I don't know the result of this hour. But we're going to see just as soon as something hits me in the direction that I'm going to be running this particular hour, and you're going to see how relative what I do is to you. This moment, this exact moment, whatever takes place during this hour, and whatever it is that I bumble through, will be so pertinent to something that's going on in your life right this second. Now, how's that possible? What are you going to say? I'm psychic? I'm no more psychic than you are. And you know, that word is so misused and misunderstood. We are all psychic, if you want to use that word. What does that mean? We're all God-infused, Goddess-infused. We all have this instinctive honing power that is granted us for our maneuvering throughout the day. You know, you have this instinct not to step in front of a running car, moving car. Well, that same instinct rules everything you do. Rules some foods. That instinct that's inside of you will tell you not to eat it. Maybe it's going to make you sick. It won't make Sally sick, but it'll make you sick. So you've got to get so that you pay so much attention to what's going on the inside. And if you do, and if you get with that natural rhythm that's on the inside of you, your entire world on the outside will smooth out. Just like taking the lumps out of gravy. You know how to make a gravy? I do. And I mean, I can make some mighty fine gravy. But you must continuously stir, and you have to have the right temperature, and you have to have the right force, and you have to have the right ingredients, and you have to have the right mindset to make gravy. Mitzi, do we have 2 words already that's going to be used in this hour? Bumble? Oh, I did say bumbling. Let's see. And gravy. Let's start with that. Okay, I'm going to be using numerology. Words jump out when I'm talking, and I use those words, and those words will be directive of the theme that's going to unfold. Come along with me, I'll show you. I'm going to find it out just like you do. Let's do bumbling. You want to? Bumbling. Okay? That's what we do. We're bumbling through this life. Let's see how we're bumbling through this life. It's going to start with a 2. Each one of these letters in the ancient science of numerology carries with it a certain vibration. The consonants represent the personality of the word, and the vowels represent the heart of the word. When we get through, we're going to come up with a certain certain number, and then we'll determine what that means on this particular day. And incidentally, no matter what takes place, no matter if I add these letters wrong, blatantly add them wrong, that is because I am following this instinct. I am not the least bit concerned whether they add up to the right amount or not. Most of the time they do, sometimes they don't. We'll see how it unfolds today. 3, 4, 2, 3, 9, 5, 7. All right, that's the words. That's the numbers for today. We got a 12, we got a 6, 8, 11, 16, 23. Let's see if we do. 6, 8, 11, 16, 23, and 12. So, on this particular day, we have a 36. Now, 36, but I'm going to take this 12 right here, and I'm going to turn that into a 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. And I'm going to take that 23, and I'm going to make that a 5. 2 plus, C plus, that's 3 and 5. All right, 3 is always creativity. So no matter what you are doing during the run of the day, no matter what you're saying, no matter what you're consuming or who you're running into or whatever you're interacting with, you are exercising your particular creativity, your creative expression, your art. Okay? That's what you're doing. These things are... All right, the next thing is a 5. 5 is movement. On this day, on another day, I might say something else. It is also learning. And it is also, foremost, sexual activity. Okay? But sexual activity, guess what? You might think that that's intercourse. But sexual activity is every single solitary thing that we penetrate. When we find the answer to something we've been searching for. If you've lost your keys and you find them, that was a sexual act. Because you penetrated that area of not knowing to discover wherever the keys were. So that's the first thing that you have to get over, because, did I leave out? This 5 has a tendency to have a fixed idea on things and thinking that it means a certain thing and things have to unfold in a certain way. You got to get rid of that. So, now we know that bumbling through our lives, we are being creative beings, we are being productive beings. You can't judge whether you're productive or whether you're making progress or not, because it is your distorted mind that measures things. So forget that. Every act that you engage in is a creative expression. While we're bumbling through, we are certainly moving in one way or another. We are constantly learning. We are learning. That is the name of the game for being down here on the earth, is learning. And we are expressing sexual activity, yes, physically in the real typical sexual activity way, and also in another way. All these other ways I say. All right, well, let's add it up. I didn't even add it up. We got well, that's going to be a 35. You see what I did? I caught myself that time. See, I was saying 36, but it's really 35, because that's what that is. So, when we add all this up, that is an 8. An 8. Bumbling through our lives is the process of the 8. Process of the 8. Now, when you were formed in your mother's womb, when it began, when the sperm and the egg came together, they immediately came together and split, forming 1, 2. And then from there, 4, 8, 16, until you arrived. You formed. But the entire life span, in the womb as well as outside of the womb, you are encircling these 2 primary atoms that made you up. They were, even though you get rid of cells throughout your life, the 2 primary cells that's constituting every cell that's in your body are these 2. And you know what they are? You know what energy they are? You have the male and you have the female. That's right. We're all male and female. Male and female. Male, female. Female, male. We inhabit both. We are not a female. We are not a male. We are both. We are the energy of creative expression, which is the female. Wow, she jumped out with some ink that time. Okay. And we are some sexual